Welcome to your December 2017 tarot reading with a little bit of astrology and oracle assistance if we need it. So you are a fixed sign. I'm doing the fixed signs first this time because you guys were last time. But you're a fixed sign and you're Earth, ruled by Venus. So you're very much about value, all the things that Venus brings: beauty, symmetry, the arts, value, finances. You like abundance. You like the fine things in life. Anything kind of to do with Venus is that way. And they're a very sensual sign, a very sexy sign as well. So I did want to go over some aspects. Venus is in Scorpio at the moment, but she's going to make a move to Sagittarius very soon. And then other aspects occurring for December. So I'm doing this on December the 1st. On December 1st, Mars opposes Uranus. This is a positive and possibly negative energy. So the positive aspect of it is that it is a fire fueling. So Mars is a fiery, it's in Libra, and it's a fiery, energetic, proactive energy, and impulsive but proactive. So it's fiery, it's energetic, and it's making an opposition, which is not harmonious necessarily, but it's a reactive aspect with Uranus, who is in retrograde in Aries, which is Mars' constellation. So what you have here is the fiery, energetic aspects of Mars feeding the unpredictable, innovative energy, change for sure energy of Uranus. So that's a wonderful aspect in that regard. It means technological advances, innovations, progress. You know, things that Uranus loves are going to be fed by the fire, the let's get up and go, I am energy of Mars. Now, on the lower octave of that, you could be looking at things like arguments, because what you're looking at is the energy of Mars, which is the assertion of the I am, the individual will, in connection with or in contrast to the progressive collective will of the Aquarian energy. Uranus rules Aquarius, and that's Uranus to a T. It's a collective energy. And it doesn't like things to stay still. So you could see conflicts energetically if you were to get into certain heated discussions on subjects that kind of go around the idea of the assertion of the individual versus the assertion of the collective. I hope that makes sense. And that's particularly interesting on the 3rd. So let's go into the 3rd. The 3rd is a full moon in Gemini at 11 degrees. And it is also the day that Mercury stations to go retrograde. And it is also the day that a very happy aspect astrological aspect occurs, which is Neptune at 11 degrees trining Jupiter at 11 degrees. So this is the expansive energy of Jupiter making a positive and harmonious aspect with Neptune, which is kind of the wishes fulfilled, magical, limitless energy. And when they trine like this, it really makes a lot of things possible that you wouldn't have thought were possible. So it's a wonderful day on that Sunday, the 3rd, the day of the full moon, when all these other aspects are occurring, including this trine of Neptune to Jupiter. Wonderful day to set intentions for yourself, to feel the feeling tone of having that thing that you want or that situation that you want. And then letting that go to the universe, to God, to Goddess, to whatever you consider your higher self, letting that go as an energy form and watch it be created, watch manifestation happen. But be careful, because it's a very kind of fertile energy, manifestation will happen. So be careful what you wish for. Okay. What else is happening? Let's see. Mercury will remain retrograde until the 23rd of December. Mercury during the day of the retrograde on the 3rd also makes kind of a rough aspect of a square with Saturn. So if you're not going to be affected so much by this, but your friends that are Gemini or Virgo might not only feel like nothing is clear to them, but like they're hitting a brick wall when they're trying to make things clear, because it's the restrictive energy of Saturn squaring off, which is kind of a friction energy. with the retrograde Mercury, which is, again, in retrograde, going backwards, and things, communication not being clear. So I'm kind of suggesting everyone, particularly Mercury ruled individuals, Geminis and Virgos, but everyone really take a break on the 3rd, the day of the super full moon in Gemini and the retrograde. Take a break from social media, you know, just take that time to work on your own manifestations. Take that time to maybe get creative. Neptune's another energy for creativity, so enjoy that time, whatever you do that's creative. Oh, the 21st is a big time for Capricorns, but actually for all institutions. So Saturn, which is a restrictive law and order type of energy, and the ruler of Capricorn goes home to Capricorn, and Capricorn rules the 10th house, which is all about it's one's reputation in the world, but it also has to do with financial institutions, businesses. Now, there's different opinions on what this is going to bring. I tend to think it might be a good thing, not only for just those folks that are Capricorn, they'll feel empowered by that energy, but also I think it's going to require more legal oversight of our financial institutions, our businesses, which is actually, I think, good. At least here in the United States, we don't have a lot of regulatory oversight because lobbyists have pretty much, I'm sort of getting on my soapbox politically here, but I'll try to keep it short. Lobbyists have basically sold, our leaders and legislators seem to have sold themselves to the highest bidder via lobbyists. And that means that they find themselves on as the heads of regulatory committees like the FDA, things like that. So when that is the case, it's with Saturn returning to Capricorn, I think it might be bringing some restrictive energy in a good way, some legislative, some federal, some legal oversight to make sure that they're not getting away with murder, so to speak, and that the consumer or the individual or the citizen still has the power that we once had. I hope that makes sense. Okay, Taurus, I'm really sorry I'm going on and on. So let's get into your reading. We're going to do a supernal triangle pull. So this is based on the top 3 placements or sephira of the tree of life. So there are several trees of life. If you, for example, follow the Kemetic tree of life, this would be the top 3 placements of Aminosur, Tahuti, and Sekert. If you follow the Kabbalistic tree of life, this would be Keter, Hokmah, Binah, the top 3 sephira. Jungian, it would be superconscious, conscious, and subconscious, and that's the analogy I'm going to use for the reading. I'm using the Thoth deck, or the Tahuti deck, and we'll get into the reading now. Just shuffle it a few times and cut the deck. One more. Holy Hecate. What is Whoa, thank you. So Superconscious gave you the Virgo card, not an actual Virgo, but the Virgoan energy of the hermit, solitude, reflection, analysis. That's in the superconscious. So that's the God message to you. The very high level God message to you is possibly to go within. The conscious mind is us thinking about a loss of abundance. So there seems to be some kind of a worry about losing the balance and the structure and the stability that we had, perhaps financially, perhaps with family. Because it's cups, we could be talking about an energy, a 3-party situation that perhaps has gone awry. It could also be an intimate relationship where another party has come in and there might be some infidelity. But there's some imbalance here. And it is cups, so I believe it's emotionally. Some relationships not quite working. Either it's a group of friends and there's some friction there, or a third party has entered your intimate relationship and it's causing some problems. So that's the conscious mind. That's what's on your mind, this sort of dissatisfied feeling of the 3 of Cups in reverse. superconscious, or subconscious rather, we have the Princess of Wands, which would be the Page of Wands. So this is a fiery energy. A message of sorts. You might be being called to react to this situation. And the subconscious mind, your intuition, is okay. So your intuition might be to react, really react, before you have all the facts, is kind of what I'm getting, which makes sense with why the Hermit's being called into play here, why introspection is being called into play here. Because you may not have all the facts around this situation, whether it's the friends, whether it's friends, a group of friends that there's friction with, or whether it is a third party entering what was once a intimate relationship. And your first instinct is going to be to let them have it, let everyone have it. But what I'm getting from this is that you might need to step back and analyze it a little bit more. So I'm going to get some clarification with the Cartouche, which is it's based on Kemetic myth. It's not a big deck, it's a small deck, but it's basically the pantheon, or the quote-unquote royal family. All the key players, not all the key players, but some of the key players in the Kemetic mythos. I'm asking for clarification here on this message. This knee-jerk reaction, this immediate impulse to go into it with guns blazing, really letting these parties, this party have it. It's almost like if it is a third-party situation where someone is cheating on you, or someone is trying to have a go at your intimate relationship. It's almost as if you're being guided to address it with them, and your intuition or the goddess energy is kind of telling you to hold on a little bit. It may not be the best thing to do. So let's get some clarification on the need to let them have it. Taurus, December 2017, subconscious intuition is telling us there's an instinct to react or give a message or speak their mind and soul about this third-party situation. What does this mean? So you got the Buckle of Isis in reverse. Your instinct is to go after this person, like address it with them, confront them, this third party that you think is trying to break up your relationship. And the Buckle of Isis in reverse kind of indicates that you may not have all of the facts. You may not have, it wouldn't be prudent, it wouldn't be wise. And when the Buckle of Isis is in reverse, it's basically saying that what are solid foundations might be in danger based upon this reaction. And again, I think this goes back to why superconscious is bringing in the hermit energy, the energy of introspection, taking time by yourself to look at all the facts, to think about it before you react. Because again, the instinct is going to be, oh, I'm going to give him a piece of my mind, or I'm going to go confront, whoever that is, that bitch or that dick, who the hell does he think he is, or who the hell does she think she is stepping into my relationship? Go get your own man, that kind of thing. Or you go get your own man, guy, whatever. But hold off on that and take some time to yourself, particularly Tuesday, because communications might not be happening on your end well, or received well on your end, and vice versa. So take some time, take this to heart, introspection, take some time to yourself to reflect and to get to know, what the issue might actually be. Okay, hopefully that helped you, Taurus. So that's it for the reading. If you have questions or comments, leave them in the comment section below the video. I will see you for the full moon in Gemini and then the new moon later. Otherwise, I will see you in January for those new readings. And you have a wonderful December and holiday season. Take care, Taurus.